Okay guys, welcome back to episode 15. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching. I'm just going to jump straight into this. It's been a little while since I recorded and uploaded one, so I apologise about that. And want to thank you again for just, watching all the videos, pushing them forwards to other people. It's helped a lot. So what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've just found some uranium. It's not actually far from my base, so just collecting up a little bit of this. I've just grabbed some platinum and iron, and basically once we are full, which we seem to be a long way off full, I'll just grab a little bit more of this then, and I'll head back to the base, load it up into the drop chip, and launch and head down into the Earth's atmosphere. So yeah, that's what we will be doing. Hopefully there's no NPCs that spawn and shoot us out of the sky whilst we're doing it, because that would not be fun nor enjoyable after spending all the time mining it and building the stuff. Much more fun when you've built the stuff that's destroying. So I think that'll do us for now. Take that, and just over there in the distance is our base. Aim myself bottom corner of that square, turn the old dampeners off, and get us up to about 80 kilometers, maybe 100 kilometers or 100 meters per second. Sorry, 100 kilometers a second is ridiculous. So there we go. Now we can just travel nicely through space past these asteroids. That was the platinum and iron in there, and the uranium was just one further beyond it. There's a couple more out that way, just past this one. Those couple cluster just up there that I haven't investigated yet. Likewise, I haven't checked a lot of these little interesting single ones down here on their own. It's quite interesting. I've not been to that one. Wonder what's at that. It's tiny little asteroid. So we'll get back to base, and as it's just turning morning, the solar panels are getting a little bit of their charge in, which should be good because I do not want I don't want my batteries to be dead. I did whack my dampeners on a little bit earlier, so we'll just cruise in a little bit further. You can see I've done some work on the base. Just come in, and you can see what I've done. It's not an awful lot. I did get attacked again in between episodes, so some of the old solar panels got shot down, so I'm putting in, this will be the sort of spaceport for the big ships on that far side, and then there's a couple of landing platforms that side, this side, and a new arm with solar panels here, just because it seems to be easier to defend this side of the asteroid than the far side. They always seem to come from that side, and under and below. A little bit close to that. I actually thought I was closer to it, but apparently I'm not. There we go. Okay, so lock her up, turn the engines off, stockpile again, and I can just jump out of here and we'll just double check what I hit and what damage we did. Actually just to the panel in the middle there, which is quite interesting. So yeah, cool, protected everything major. Now then, like I say, the contents of this can now get pulled across into here. So there should be a container here with platinum in already. That's my fault. Trying not to stack too much in one cargo container. Hopefully they're on separate sides. I mean, I don't think it makes too much difference, but okay, yeah, we've got what is, yeah, a lot. I don't actually know where that's going. Not in where I wanted it to. I wonder if there's an easier way to do this. For now, maybe not. Let's get another 70 yard. Back over in there. Cool. And okay, yeah, so as you'll notice, I have actually made a couple of modifications to the ship. Changed sort of the back end design. Not a lot, I just added some of those larger hydrogen tanks in and extended the back end, which kind of changed the way it looked. I'm not quite as happy with the way it came out, but I mean, short of starting again and whatever, yeah. And I also had to add some batteries on here because I've taken it down to Earth once for a test, and when I got there, the other batteries were not enough for the atmospheric thrusters, and the small tanks were not enough hydrogen to use the hydrogen engines when I came in, so I couldn't attach the back end to one of my connectors. It just had to sit there and it died, so I added new batteries, brought it back up here. I did film the original drop and the footage was corrupted, so yeah, that's that. But yeah, let's jump in. So if I take the batteries off recharge, take it off stockpile, put the engines on and unlock us from that connector, there should be good to head out and away. I might have to move those solar panels over a little bit just to make this entrance a little bit better. But now if I double check, this should still be full of platinum. Yep. And before I head out, I'm just going to double check that there might be something in here I want to take with me. There's a ton of iron, which I don't think I need. A ton of stone. Where is this? In one of the cockpits. And I'm assuming that's in here. Cool, not leave that behind. So we've actually got 52k. Cool, nice. Yeah, so I don't think there's any point in taking cobalt with us. This tons on the planet. So yeah, let's get underway. So as you can see, again, I did mention it, but it's double cockpit. This isn't the main cockpit, so everything's set up to fly from this side. And I do believe I turned off my literally all of my Earth GPSs, so I can't remember which one. Pardon me. I know the lake ones, like for instance this one, wherever that comes up here in this direction, so I know I'm that way. So let's head off. I believe, again, I can see something flashing down at my base, and I don't think I've got anything flashing, but it is welcoming us in. Now if I aim a little higher than my base at 100 meters per second and the gravitational dip, that should take us directly where we're hoping to get to. So we'll leave all of our asteroids, the asteroid base and whatnot, and head back down to the planet at night time, which is beautiful. I've got my lights on though, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And I think I can actually turn them off whilst I glide. So that is me coming in, the little dropped chip being dropped from space. And we've got about 12 kilometers here until we hit the Earth's gravity, and then from there, like I say, hopefully that trajectory should come close. I might have to do a couple of mods to the flight path as we come in, but yeah, hopefully dropping like an arrow, dropping like a chip, and we'll come in straight where we're supposed to. So in the meantime, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I've got going on. So now that we've got the space base done, we've got the platinum and uranium that we were after, that means I can get the big ship up and off the ground. And as soon as the big ship's up and off the ground, I don't know. I think we'll do like a final project maybe for the first series, which will be this giant mothership, and I'll work on that. I'll get that done in sections. I'll probably get a ship printer so that I don't have to do all of the work myself again, because it did take a long time to do it. I'll just blueprint it, get a projector, do all of that stuff. Beautiful. Then, like I say, that was the idea, was to get to a point where effectively I could have some presence in space where I would be able to fire myself from in one of those drop pods that lands on the next set of planets. And we'll do a couple of mini series, one for the moon, one for Mars, one for the alien planet, and one for the other moons. And yeah, the idea will be to build up some infrastructure, get a couple of ground-based vehicles going, get somewhere nice where we can build a base and set up, and then get off-world, get off-planet, and get back to basically where the base is. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions for those upcoming series, maybe mods that you want to see me add, difficulty levels changing, then yeah, just get in contact, leave me a comment. I do read through them all. I try to get back to everybody who does leave me a comment. Again, if the 12,000 to 2,000 people, 1,200 to 2,000 people who had watched the first episode had been leaving comments, I would be out of this world, because those view numbers for the first two videos are amazing. And again, just big thanks to you guys for watching, viewing, liking, subscribing, all that stuff. It really helps, and sort of pushes me to make more content for you. So if you missed the videos over the last week, I was writing, I was doing other stuff, and if you want to see more of this, then give me the incentive, show me that that's what you want, and I'll spend more time doing that kind of stuff. So coming into the Earth's gravity now, we're at 0.1 of a G, and rather than heading straight forwards, we are dropping out a little bit. You'll see my cursor come closer and closer to the blue boxes, the GPS positions, and that's not because we are heading directly towards it, that's because we are dropping away from this forwards momentum. So like I say, I'll have to make a couple of flight path modifications soon, but we've got 30 kilometers to go, 32 kilometers, and we're about 27 kilometers up. As you can see, that P gravity in the bottom right corner, or middle right menu, just getting larger, and as that happens, we are dropping away from our intended destination, and we are dropping fast now. So actually got the speed limit on, which should have limited us at 100 meters per second, but we've actually managed to glitch past that and get 104.38, which is interesting. But you can see, look, the cursor now coming past the GPS position. So we'll just whack those engines back on again, point ourselves back in this direction, and just give ourselves a boost in that direction. Turn the engines back off. and you see the cursor rising against our intended destination, but the altitude is still dropping, so this is perfect. I might have added a little bit much, but we'll see how that comes in. But it's nice as you're doing this to sort of just have a quick look around, you know, what else was around you. And obviously we had this vast desert, which I haven't explored virtually any of the planet yet, so if that's something that you want me to do like a mini series of, making some terrestrial vehicles and yeah, exploring the planet a little bit, then again, let me know. I'm all for it. So we're now at 0.5 of a G. We'll get rid of that for a second and just watch as we come in. You've got that flashing light down there, shows you exactly where my base is. And again, as we get closer, you'll see that that actually disappears. I don't know what is causing that flash. It might be a wind turbine catching, even though it's night time, I don't know, some crazy glitch. It could be one of my internal lights that's bugging through the voxels. But yeah, the lake slowly coming into view here, appearing between the mist and the mountains. And you can see we are dropping away from the lake again, so let's just drift further towards it. You can see now 5,000 meters up, and I still want to get closer. There we go. So now dropping in nicely. I could probably switch from hydrogen to atmospheric thrust at this point. But maybe not, so let's turn them on as well and get the dampness going, and we'll slow ourselves down, continue that forward motion. There we go. Still moving at 60 odd meters a second, but that's not so bad. We'll just get ourselves glided over to the base, and I'll get hooked up and you can see exactly what's going on. I mean, it'd be a little bit stupid to attack me now, whilst I'm right outside my base. But some of them would. And there we go. So you can see that I have 2 connectors down, and that is so that I can do this. Sometimes flying a ship backwards is not the easiest thing, so let me just do that first before attempting to land it. And switch to the thrusters, out mode thrusters, come down, and it should lock somewhere about there. So 9 locks us up, turn those atmospherics off, batteries on recharge, tanks on full, and jump out. So there we go. That was that trip. A little bit uneventful, but that's a good thing. We get all that platinum and uranium, and there was a ton of it here. So hopefully, because the refineries here are on, all, thank you, this ship should now be emptying itself of platinum, but maybe not. Did I, by some strange, or for some strange reason, turn them off? I did, yeah. Okay. Let's get them on. Swap that around. Get as much of the platinum in there as possible. Uranium in there, nice. And cool, so pop it that way around. We'll get the uranium going there. Let's pop the iron that way around, and that way. Okay, so yeah, it should be completely empty apart from the ice. Yep, nice, so that's done. Beautiful. Okay, so now that's done, like I say, I'm just going to take you on a quick tour. I've just been around recently, finished all the engines, all the guns on the top. So this thing should now, theoretically, be completely ready to fly. Plenty of up thrust underneath, forwards, backwards, left, right. It's only got 3 thrusters, left and right. I might have to change that at some point, maybe add another one in the front here. Like I said, the exterior panels out here are going to remain just as they are, one half welded, one completely unwelded. I need to get the windows and the interior flight deck done, and that top roof door, a couple of these catwalks. I want to put reactors in at the back there, but otherwise it's just a couple of doors, you know, gravity generator. Most of it's finished, a couple of components for things in here, oxygen tanks, med room, survival kit just to help with stone if we end up any in here. But yeah, passageways all finished. I might put a wall here just to block that off. I don't really know. Again, I'd have to do it here. Will I weld that up? Not sure. Batteries to be done. When they're all done, a couple more catwalks and stuff. More survival kits to deal with stone. I think I've put all of the what are these things called? Gyros in that I had planned. I might have to add more because there aren't that many. There's only about 15, I think, maybe 14. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Like I say, I probably will need more gyros. A couple of little blocks here and there, just got to get finished off. Tons of batteries. There are a few welded up, so again, it's got power in it, power available to use anyway. And yeah, all systems finished, welded up. The blocks that I could reach anyway. I might have to take the top off, weld that from the other side. And then, like I say, here I'm just starting to rough out where I want this tower so that I can get the boom arm off and connected, and then load this thing up with ice and hydrogen ready for us to head out. So yeah, between episodes, that's what I'll do. I'll just get that finished off. There's not much to do there. I wanted to get a couple of like little fun things done as well in between. So one of them I've been working on, which I haven't really started, is this, which is going to be a small little jet bike speeder thing. And that's mainly just travel for me. It's not cargo or anything, it's just for fun. I might make a rover or two downstairs, proper racing cars, and like I say, get this course finished out, race the cars, race all the vehicles, flying vehicles, and then we'll do the final launch episode in 2 episodes time, maybe 3. Try and get all this finished out as well. There is quite a lot to do, but yeah, I'll get all that done. So yeah, appreciate your time, appreciate you watching it. Like I say, if you've got any suggestions for the end of this series, things you want me to see me build beforehand, get those at me quickly, because I am, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 episodes away from the end of this season now, and I will move on to the next planets and moons. So yeah, suggestions, get them at me. There's room, places and things to do, so yeah, let me know. I'll get them added in, and yeah, like I say, leave me a comment and I'll catch you in the next episode.